Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Clay Holmes. What do you have on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Foul ball there. And that skips in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. A little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And that's in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to?
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw save. That's a stolen base. Harper went deep in his most recent game. This one in the air, center field. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Nick Castellanos now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper. Schwarber off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Out number 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez. What do you look for here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
There's a swing and a drive. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Fouled off. He was late. And a foul ball.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Tying run is in to score from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Jesse Winker. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That's inside. Ball 1.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Just missed. Tied up here in the early going. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Suarez strikes him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Second inning set to go. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Just missed. Marsh patrolling center field, batting 6th in today's lineup. He's been scoring. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Sosa matched a homer in his last game. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
0-2.
Go to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays.
Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And that squirts through. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And ball 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him! Third out. Back here in Queens, bottom of the second. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count is even, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Brandon Nimmo in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And another ball.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 3-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And now it's Jose Siri. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that one fouled off. That one pushed foul. Line drive, base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over. So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Led off this game with a double. Runner takes off. Strike in there. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Man at second. In the dirt, but kept close. 0-2. Inside. 1-2 the count.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Siri over at second, one down. Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting.
Here's Juan Soto.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner.
He takes it on his own. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back.
Leading
and
off
coming
for
off a series
Philadelphia,
where the pitching
second
was
baseman, Bryson
outstanding.
Stott.
We take a look at those numbers. Holmes back to work. Tap foul at the plate. Holmes winds and deals. Swing and a miss.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Zips it to first. One up, one down. So here is Bryce Harper. Just missed. Just off the outside edge. 2-0. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And now 3-1. On the ground, right side. Jump throw. On the money. Nice play. 2 down, base is empty. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. A little bit low. And it's 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Lindor on to first. That's out number 3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late.
Leading off
Really
for
been
the
playing
Mets,
well.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
0-2 is the count.
That's to third. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Pete Alonso. RBI single his last time up. And it's fouled away.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the lefty.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting,
Jesse
designated
Winker
hitter,
up now for the
Jesse
Mets. He struck out
Winker.
swinging at his first at bat. Base hit. So a man at first. And now here's Jeff McNeil. That
That's a
misses.
ball.
Ball 1. That's
Nope,
inside.
that's inside.
That one hit to right. Castellanos makes the catch. And that's there's the strike.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely
1-1.
seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's
Ball
down and
3.
in.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the
3
next
balls,
arm
1
before an
strike.
offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
McNeil gets it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Real Muto in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's the strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Out to short, Lindor. And Real Muto is out. So up next, Edmundo Sosa. And there's a foul ball. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Caught him looking for the K. Phillies down. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom four, here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And a curve misses outside, ball one.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ground ball left side. Whips it across. One out in the bottom of the fourth. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. Fouled off left side. 2 outs, base is empty. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Next pitch is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings and misses, struck him out. In there at the knees. Strike one. Wilson goes 6'1", 30 years old now, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at shortstop. Toss to Alonso, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Turner in the box again, takes a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Now a jump throw. Pretty nice play there. This is Bryson Stott. First offering, and it just misses.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
2 strikes.
And that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here comes Schwarber to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Safe, and the runner from second scores on the play. Back even, it's 3-3.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Castellanos.
And that one sliced foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To third, Vientos. Zips it across, and the inning is over. They get 2 and draw even again. Last half of the 5th. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen.
0-1.
Tanner Banks, the left-hander, up and throwing. Ross, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Way
1-1.
high there. 1-1.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
And now it's Juan Soto. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. It was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove.
Ball 1.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one.
He got away with one there,
ball,
but he
2
knows
strikes.
he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
So 2 down now, and here is Mark Vientos.
Hey.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Brand taking over on the mound for the Mets.
Now
Sean
pitching
Reed
for the
Foley.
Mets.
Rolled softly, but
Number
that goes
71.
foul.
Sean Reed Foley.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Nimmo going back on it. And that ball is out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season, and the Phillies take the lead. It's 4-3.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And now it is JT Realmuto. That one misses in the dirt.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. To short, could be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Sosa over at first with 1 away. Slider right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times.
Vientos. Off balance speed. There's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. The Phillies get 1 by way of the long ball. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Well, 1-run game. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete
Now
Alonso.
for Philadelphia. Number 58.
That one way outside,
Tanner
and that
Banks.
is ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano preparing to come on if needed. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. And the first offering is not close. The Phillies leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air, right side of the infield. And that will drop foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll get down for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Castellanos snags it, and that will end the inning. Here's Turner now. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And 1-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's too low. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one. Towards first. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Bryce Harper. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jordan Romano.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And a swing and a miss there.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. So up next for New York, Jose Siri. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
The count.
And a swing and a miss.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Lindor in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, one-run game. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Minter in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. On the ground to third, Vientos. Throws to first in time, and Castellanos is out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
Swing and a slow roller. On to first, and the Phillies are set down. Juan Soto now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 46.
There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Orion Kirkery, the league saves leader, up and throwing. And there's a ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
High fly ball down the left field line. Schwarber on the run. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Vientos in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and chases a low one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
That's a really good take.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The 1-0. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And now 2-1.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Close but called a ball. And now 3-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a pretty significant 2-out walk as it moves the tying run up into scoring position. It's definitely not what you're looking for from your pitchers late in the ballgame.
McNeil stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And the count 1-2. So the tying run at second. In the air, left field, down the line. Drops into the glove. And that is the third. It'll bring up Jose Butto on the pitch here. He last pitched 2 days ago. That one in the dirt.
Number 70.
1-0.
Jose Butto.
Swung on, belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. Sosa stands in now and watches strike 1. Late swing fouled off. And that just misses. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That one outside, and it's 2-2. And downstairs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Trey Turner.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up or something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 2-2 down. And just misses with that one. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. Stott will hit next. Just missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Ground ball left side, could be 2. He comes home with it. Over to first, safe.
I understand the base is loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a 4-bagger, but
meanwhile this pitch gets away. Stop. In to score on the wild pitch.
Kind of a dagger right there with the insurance run scoring on the wild pitch. And at this stage in the game, you're just out there trying to keep it close and give your guys a chance to make a comeback. But that right there isn't going to help morale.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stop on third. Harper at second with one away. And Schwarber strikes out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
One ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Just missing there. Now 2-2. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here at the top of the ninth. Base hit, 1 run in already. Here's the throw to the plate. In there, he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Center fielder Brandon Marsh.
So man aboard. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. That's a little bit low.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
And that one hammered, ranging back. And that'll do it. But 9 batters hit in the inning. Joe Ross comes on now. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 41.
And that is out of play.
Ross.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one hops against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
All over that one right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Alvarez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Jose Siri.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 out and a runner at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses off the plate. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Going back. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So last chance for the Mets. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's outside. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of inning number 9. And that one is downstairs, and a count 2-1. They're down to their final strike.
2-2 the count.
The Mets down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.